Welcome to Smart English Stories. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories. Sarah was a young woman who had a big dream. She wanted to speak English well. Sarah lived in a small town. In this town, people only spoke Spanish. Sarah tried hard to learn English, but it was difficult for her. She could understand many words, but she could not speak them. Every time she tried, her tongue felt heavy, and her words came out wrong. One day, Sarah got a letter. It was from a company in a big city, asking her to come for a job interview. Sarah was happy, but also scared. She knew the interview would be in English. Her heart started to beat fast, and her eyes filled with tears. She said to herself, "How will I talk? What if they laugh at me?" Sarah's mother, Maria, saw her crying. Maria came and hugged her tightly. "You are brave, my dear," Maria said. "You can do this. Just believe in yourself." Sarah packed her bag and went to the big city. She took a long bus ride. On the bus, she thought about her future. She remembered her mother's words, but her fear did not go away. She looked out of the window, trying to calm herself. When Sarah reached the city, she saw tall buildings and busy streets. She felt very small. People were talking everywhere. They were speaking in fast English, and Sarah couldn't understand. Her chest felt tight, and her hands started shaking. She thought, maybe I should go back. But then, Sarah remembered her dream. She wanted a better life, a good job, and to make her family proud. She took a deep breath and decided to stay. The next morning, Sarah put on her best clothes and went to the company. Her legs felt like jelly, and her heart was racing. She entered the building and saw many people. They all looked confident and spoke perfect English. Sarah felt like crying again. A lady at the reception asked, "How can I help you?" Sarah knew what she wanted to say, but her mouth didn't work. She tried to speak, but no words came out. The lady looked at her, waiting. Sarah felt embarrassed. She pointed to the letter in her hand. The lady smiled kindly and said, "Ah, for the interview. Please wait here." Sarah sat down and thought, "Why can't I speak? I know what to say, but my mouth won't say it." Tears filled her eyes, but she wiped them quickly. She didn't want others to see her cry. After a while, her name was called. Sarah stood up. Her knees were shaking, but she walked to the interview room. There were two people inside, a man and a woman. They smiled and asked her to sit down. "Hello, Sarah. How are you?" the man said. Sarah's heart was pounding. She opened her mouth but only said, I. She couldn't finish the sentence. The woman looked at her with kind eyes and said, "It's okay. Take your time. Sarah tried again. I understand. Can't speak, she said slowly. She was afraid they wouldn't like her. Her eyes were wet with tears. She felt hopeless. The man and woman looked at each other. Then the woman said, "It's okay, Sarah. We can see that you understand. Let's try something different." She asked Sarah some simple questions and gave her time to answer. Slowly, Sarah felt a little better. She answered the questions with simple words. The interview ended, and the woman said, "Thank you, Sarah. We will call you soon." Sarah left the building. She felt a mix of emotions: sadness, fear, and a little hope. Days passed, and Sarah waited for the call. She couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about the interview and her mistakes. One day, the phone rang. It was the company. Sarah's hands were shaking as she picked up the phone. "Hello, Sarah. This is Linda from the company. We are happy to tell you that you got the job," Linda said. Sarah's eyes filled with tears again, but this time they were tears of joy. She thanked Linda again and again. Sarah started her job. Every day she faced new challenges. People spoke fast English around her. Sometimes she felt lost. Sometimes she felt stupid. But she didn't give up. She listened carefully and practiced speaking every day. She wrote new words in a notebook and repeated them at night. One day, her boss, Mr. James, called her to his office. "Sarah, you are doing great. But if you need help with English, let me know," he said kindly. Sarah was grateful, but she felt ashamed. She thought, "Why can't I be like everyone else?" A few months passed, and Sarah became friends with a girl named Emily. Emily was very kind and patient. She helped Sarah with new words and talked slowly. Sarah felt comfortable with Emily. She didn't feel afraid to make mistakes. One evening, Emily invited Sarah to her house for dinner. Sarah was nervous, but she agreed. When she reached Emily's house, Emily's mother welcomed her warmly. They all sat down to eat. Emily's family talked and laughed, and they tried to include Sarah in the conversation. At first, Sarah felt shy and spoke very little, but Emily's family was patient. They waited for her to speak and didn't laugh at her mistakes. Slowly, Sarah felt more confident. She tried to say new words, and even if she made mistakes, they all smiled and encouraged her. Sarah felt happy and accepted. Sarah's journey was not easy, but she kept going. She cried, she struggled, but she also learned. She understood that speaking a new language takes time. It's not just about knowing words, it's about courage and practice. Years later, Sarah became a manager at the company. She still made some mistakes, But she didn't let them stop her. She spoke with confidence and kindness. She remembered how hard it was at the beginning, and she helped new employees who were also learning English. One day, a young woman named Anna joined the company. Anna could understand English but couldn't speak it well. She was nervous and scared, just like Sarah was before. Sarah smiled at her and said, "Don't worry. I understand. I was like you once. You will be fine." Anna looked at Sarah with tears in her eyes and said, "Thank you." Sarah felt a warm feeling in her heart. She had come so far, and now she could help others. After Sarah helped Anna, she couldn't help but think about her own journey. She remembered the nights she cried, feeling lost and frustrated. Now, she was in a position to guide others, and that made her proud. She knew that Anna would also have her struggles, but Sarah was ready to be there for her, just like Emily was for her. As days went by, Anna often came to Sarah for help. She felt safe with Sarah. "I understand what they say, but when I try to speak, it all gets mixed up," Anna said one day, almost on the verge of tears. Sarah nodded with a gentle smile and said, "That's okay. I felt the same way. Let's take it step by step." Sarah and Anna began meeting during lunch breaks. They practiced small conversations. Anna often made mistakes and felt embarrassed, but Sarah always reassured her. "It's normal," she said. "The more you practice, the better you will get." One day, Mr. James asked Sarah and Anna to present in a team meeting. Anna felt a wave of fear rush over her. "I can't do it," Anna whispered. Her hands were shaking, and she felt like she couldn't breathe. Sarah remembered those same feelings of panic, and she placed a hand on Anna's shoulder. "I will be with you," Sarah said. "You are not alone." The day of the meeting came. Sarah and Anna stood in front of their team. Sarah began speaking with confidence. She introduced the topic and then nodded at Anna to continue. Anna's heart was beating fast. She felt like running away. But then she looked at Sarah, who gave her an encouraging smile. Anna took a deep breath and started to speak. Her voice was shaky, and she stumbled over a few words. She felt everyone's eyes on her, and for a moment she froze. Sarah noticed and gently said, "You're doing great. Just keep going." Anna looked at Sarah and found the strength to continue. She finished her part of the presentation. It wasn't perfect, but she did it. When the meeting ended, Mr. James came up to them. "Good job, both of you," he said. Anna's eyes filled with tears, and she quickly wiped them away. "Thank you," she whispered. Later that day, Anna hugged Sarah and said, "I couldn't have done it without you." Sarah felt a deep sense of happiness. She realized that her struggles were not just her own, they were part of a journey that connected her with others. Time passed, and Anna's confidence grew. She still made mistakes, but she didn't let them hold her back. Sarah watched Anna's progress with pride. It reminded her of her own growth and how far she had come. One day, Sarah got a call from her old friend, Emily. Emily's voice was full of excitement. "I'm coming to the city for work. We should meet." Sarah felt a rush of emotions. Emily was the person who had been her anchor during her toughest times. Now, Sarah was eager to meet her and share her story. When Sarah and Emily met, they hugged each other tightly. Emily looked at Sarah with wide eyes. "You look so confident," Emily said. "Tell me everything." Sarah shared her journey, from the difficult days when she felt lost to the moments of small victories. She talked about Anna and how she found joy in helping her. Emily listened with tears in her eyes. "I'm so proud of you, Sarah," she said. "You've become a strong and kind person." That evening, as Sarah walked home, she felt a deep sense of peace. She thought about her mother's words, her fears, her mistakes, and her victories. Every emotion, every tear, and every smile had led her to this moment. One day, Anna came to Sarah with a big smile. Guess what Anna said, her eyes shining with excitement. "I got promoted." Sarah felt a surge of happiness. She hugged Anna tightly. "I knew you could do it," she said, her voice full of pride. Sarah had learned that understanding was more than just knowing words. It was about empathy, kindness, and patience. She had faced her fears, found her voice, and helped others do the same. But Sarah's journey wasn't over. She still had dreams to chase and people to help. She knew there would be more challenges, but she was no longer afraid. She had found her strength, and she was ready for whatever came next. Sarah's story continued, and so did her growth. Every day was a new chapter, and every person she met added something to her journey. She learned that communication was not just about words, it was about connecting hearts. The end of this chapter was not the end of her story. It was just the beginning of a new adventure. Sarah was ready to face the future with courage and kindness, and she knew that no matter what happened, she would always find a way to understand and be understood. Would you like to keep going? There's always more to explore in Sarah's story.